I'm making all that money with that old. Yeah.
Bear open the bank.
Man, damn. I'm talking about I just barely missed me 3:30. I ain't know that. Come on, man. Fuck. Well, that Uber was wasted. Fuck. Let me find somewhere to post my ass up so I don't look like I'm out of place. It's a Kroger. Let me slide over there. Come on.
Oiga, pero tiene unas fotos más así porque como que no se ven las likes.
I ain't never been on no plane before. Yeah. They got Chick-fil-A in the hole. We gonna have Chick-fil-A. Let me quit vlogging. Man, that TSA had me feeling naked. Goodness gracious. I had to come out my shoes and some more stuff. You know, I ain't never flew, so it's new to me. Don't get on me too bad. Trying to see what that crust talking about. Back with you. I must got to get on the train on this bitch.
Welcome aboard the plane train. Please hold on. This train is departing.
Well, damn.
The next stop is for B gates. B as in Bravo.
I ain't used to shit. Yeah. So look, I ain't got home, right? Tell me when I get home, my damn pickup truck don't even want to crank up. Damn, shawty, everything around your ass broke. Shit. I don't mean his ass didn't even want to crank up. I'm talking about randomly. The man was just working. You feel me? Last time I was in him. So look, I'm nobody the one to answer the phone with the whoop. So I'm gonna call y'all every hour, on the hour, every day, my mama, till I get this shit done. So you know it is what it is, type shit. But today, I think we need to get this motherfucking truck right now. The pickup truck right now. This shit crazy. Yeah! Yeah, I feel like checking in. You know what I'm talking about? Shit still ain't fixed, bro. My mama, I'm gonna keep you the biz up. Still playing the patient game, right? But just hear me out. So since I had to report some shit to mine, they went and did they due diligence. They come back and was like, all right, we can make this shit short alone. If you want to make it short, we'll cut you a check for this. And, you know, you can buy it back for this. I said, man, hell no. I said, buy it. I said, bro, for what they was going to give me? Come on, bro, fuck no. Then buy it back and then ship it back to my house. Still broke? Fuck no. And then buy it back. And now I done went from clean title to motherfucking salvage to rebuild. Fuck no. So I done my due diligence just in case. I know what I need to do for my state. You know what I'm talking about, to go do woo. But I ain't trying to take it that far on my mama. So look, people, that was what my insurance offered me to quote unquote make it quick. First off, I was overpaying for insurance on my mama. I had my shit valued way fucking more than what I should have had it valued for. And I didn't goddamn it know. I call myself not being cheap. I'ma keep it a buck. The insurance, I was paying insurance based on what I told them my truck was worth. So I told them a big enough number to where in my head, I'm thinking at least shit, if something ever do happen, I done insured it for enough to cover my ass to where I'm not gonna be looking stupid. You feel me? But I see it don't work that way. I was kind of dragging their feet, and I seen that shit too. This shit just like that was in your hand and under your control, and now it ain't. My mama, now you only got limited say so. Given that it happened so far out of state, bruh, if this shit was any closer to the house than what it was, I would have goddamn it. This shit would have been a done deal, bro. Cause I can do some shit. You feel me? But this motherfucker damn near 700 miles away. So boom. What the fuck else I done learned? Man, bro, you just gotta be one of them types, bro. Like you gotta know how to orchestrate. You gotta know how to talk to people. Bro, when this shit first happened, I was trying to make sure I'm talking about, bro, watching so much videos about insurance, and all that other shit. I went from thinking, oh shit, I'm finna have a big fat ass check to understanding, since I didn't go to the doctor and my back wasn't hurting, or my knee, or my leg wasn't hurting. This shit went from, oh, maybe my life finna change to, man, fuck you. I'm my mama. I'm my mama. Like, but I'ma keep it a buck. Could I have been old extra ass, dramatic ass nigga? Hell yeah, I could have. My mama, I could have. But I'ma keep it a buck, bro. As much as people don't want to talk about it, I don't want that karma. Hell no, I don't even want that karma. I don't want that fraudulent ass karma. I don't want that shit, bro. And I look at it like this. I'm gonna be disgusted with myself when I look back, even if just say if I did do it and for whatever reason now, this nigga get a big ass check. I'ma still feel like a bitch on the inside, cause you sat there and did all that hollering and complaining, rolling on the floor and shit, and you know what the damn thing wrong with your ass, nigga. I'ma still feel like a hoe. So I'd rather stand on business. Fuck it. I ain't never been no for sale ass nigga. I ain't gonna start now. Hell no. I not have shit. I'm good at not having shit. I don't give a fuck. I wait. I be patient. All the other shit. As far as dealing with the at fault party insurance, it's been pretty decent. Because I went from not having an understanding, trying to get understanding. How y'all see, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna keep blowing y'all ass up. I got questions. I'm trying to understand what the fuck going on. I had to calm that shit down. I had to learn, hey, bro, you gotta speak their language. You gonna have to start sending emails. You gonna have to start, you feel me? You gonna have to learn how to speak their language, pretty much. So, tight shit. Yeah. So we got us a little update from the shop now, talking about body work, getting checked up on here too, you know what I'm talking about, looking pretty good, you know. As of right now, in the future, we just waiting on that new housing to come in and all that good shit. We should be back together. Yeah, honey. Mine, I'm posted up. It is Sunday. I'm chilling, bro. It's December now. I figured this would be a good time to kind of, really just update y'all on my mentality of this whole situation. I figured it might be some, worthwhile in that shit, right? So, and, me personally, I think this whole situation finna come to a wrap in a positive way type shit. I think all this shit finna be done and settled here relatively soon. So I think it's safe enough for me to speak on it and actually give y'all good, concrete shit, right? So here, Matt, when that shit first happened, my main thing was, I was like, damn, this here might have done set me up to, my life might change behind this shit. But then the more research that I did, I understood, like I said, since I ain't go to the doctor and I wasn't hurt, it went from personal injury to property damage, which is two different spectrums of shit, right? Not to say I was looking for one, but I'm thinking in my head trying to make, in the first little days of it happening, hey man, let me find something positive. This shit might not be no big negative, like, what I'm talking about? Not on no greedy shit though. Then my main concern was, all right, let me educate myself to the best of my ability so I do not drop the ball. I ain't never been put in a situation like this, etc., etc. I don't know what's normal. I don't know what to expect. I need some knowledge. I need something to stand on, because right now I ain't got shit to stand on, etc. Let me, you know what I'm talking about? So, I ain't gonna lie, I watched a couple videos, got me some little confidence. I'm like, yeah, I know how to talk to these folk, whoop, whoop. I'm gonna goddamn figure this shit out, and all that type shit. So I'm thinking, fuck it, I'm finna address this shit head on or whatever, So boom, I done filed the claim with their insurance. And keep in mind, at that time, I'm still sitting with the truck. That shit happened on a Tuesday. I sat with that truck till about Thursday. I spent the night at the airport Thursday. Yeah. So I spent like 2 days trying to figure this shit out, trying to whoop, right? So boom. Cause I ain't know no better. I thought the process was gonna be fast, but then I realized I'm not finna spend the weekend in this truck type shit, right? So I went on about my business. So I filed a claim with the dump truck folks. I got the ball on that going real good. My mama went through the chain of calling folks, got who I needed to talk to, who got shit for real going, right? Got a hold of who I need to have, got the shit going. Got some communication established, etc. Now I got a claim number. Good. I say maybe that Thursday morning, buddy called me and, he was like, look, we understand you got it on camera, but it's certain shit that we have to do before we can, go to the next step or whatever. And at the time, I'm thinking, man, hell no, I ain't hearing none of that shit. And I'm thinking on some defensive type of shit. I'm like, bro, I really don't trust you type shit. I don't see what, what I'm talking about. I don't, like I say, lack of understanding type shit, right? I ain't verbalizing this shit, but that's where I'm at in the head, right? And as far as my insurance go, they was like, we gonna send somebody out. I'm thinking it was, I'm thinking this shit not gonna take too long or whatever. So I end up going home. When I get home, of course I was in correspondence with my people, and they was like, I'm gonna just put it out there for y'all. They was like, we'll cut you a check for $17,000 and you can buy it back for $8,000. And I'm thinking in my head, that's ridiculous. That's definitely gonna put me behind the 8 ball. That's not gonna put me in front. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, hear me out. I'm thinking like this. I'm like, damn, what could I do with that $17,000? I'm like, well, for one, I'm gonna have to go get all my tools, all my clothes. I got spare ECM. I got all that shit in the truck. I said, bro, for one, I'm gonna have to go get all my shit up out the truck. And then for two, I'm like, bro, I just put a transmission in that motherfucker. And I know the motor good on that motherfucker. And I'm like, bro, I'm knowing it shouldn't take much to get this bitch back rolling, right? So I'm like, bro, giving up really ain't no option. And at the time, I was like, bro, I really don't want to start over with another truck either. Because I'm like, shit, just say if I did take the money and if I did not buy it back, I'm still going to have to find something, set it down for a little second, do my due diligence, get it load ready. I'm like, bro, I ain't got time for all that shit. Hell no. So that wasn't no option. Then I thought about, okay, well, buy it back, take the money left over, ship it home, set it down and fix it at your earliest convenience, you know. But then that ran me down the path of, okay, let me find out what it's gonna require from my state to get it from salvage to rebuild, which is it's not a big process. It's not. It wasn't hard. Not my state, right? But then I was like, well, hold on. Who is going to insure a rebuild title? And I'm like, who would even lease own a rebuild title for two? So I was just like, damn, do I want to risk it not knowing where I would end up standing with the rebuild title situation? Then I'm really going to come out behind, right? So I said, okay, it's either one or two things. We either stop here or we endure and keep this shit going. We endure, we be patient, and we keep this shit going to where we can come out on top, right? So I decided that wasn't no option either. Now, in the midst of me figuring that shit out, I was like, okay, so boom, what do you call yourself gonna do then? I was like, well, I can go get a Cascadia. And I was like, bro, I don't want that shit. I was like, bro, I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. My pride was fucking with me. I was like, bro, ain't no pipes on that bitch. I don't want no automatic ass truck. I don't want that shit. I'm not gonna enjoy driving that shit every day. On my mama, that's part of what they call it, pitmaster privilege of being owner operator. You drive some shit you want to drive that make it worth your while. At least you have fun while you out there. I ain't not gonna have fun. No automatic air transmission. I ain't want that shit, bro. My mama still, you hear me now, get irritated thinking, man, I don't want that shit, man. Oh, my mama, So I was like, bro, hell no, I'm gonna have to find one in manual. Bare minimum. I was like, look, if it come down to that, take that 17-something. If need be, put a down payment on some shit that ain't too expensive. No more than $45,000 at the max. And I'm talking about 45 after taxes, fees, all that shit. I said, if you need to, take that money, put $4-5 down on the truck. Your note shouldn't be that much a month. Nothing but 12, 15 at the max. Somewhere in there. And no, it'd probably be less than that, to be honest with you. So then I started thinking about, all right. Bare minimum, you get you a manual. Would you be happy with that? I said, hell yeah, at least I can shift gears. And then I kind of leveled up in my head to like, hey man, maybe it's not the most funnest thing to drive, but hey, that motherfucker gonna put money in your pocket. That motherfucker gonna keep the vision going. That motherfucker gonna keep life living. You feel me? So I was like, all right, bet. So let's create a strategy with perhaps getting a Cascadia. If it comes to that, we'll put the down payment on it. We'll keep the rest of the money in our pocket to where we could take it to the shop and get him seen about. We on the same page, right? Take the rest of the money, get him seen about, leave the rest of the money in our pocket for, the bullshit that we may need, which in my figuring is not going to be too much bullshit we need. It's not going to be no damn near 23, 24-year-old truck no more. This motherfucker, the one I was looking at was a fucking 19. Everything on it still got life. And I was looking at the mileage. I was like, I know Detroit's 6 Series and DD15. I'm like, bro, that shit, I'm good. I'm not going to have to worry about opening up no motor. I'm not going to have to worry about no transmission. I'm not going to have to worry about no motherfucking rear ends. Get that main shit taken care of and run the fucking truck, bro. You going to be just fine. Run the fucking truck. We can always buy us some old shit later. You feel me? So I'm thinking like, bet, that sounds like a plan, and that's a valuable plan because the mileage on the truck was like 560 or whatever, 561. And I know, you do your oil suction manifold and the fucking oil pump on the motherfuckers, on them Detroits, you good, So I was looking at the mileage of other trucks. I'm seeing the mileage on other trucks, 800,000, 900,000 original motor. Seen 1 million something on the original motor. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I said, man, I'm good. I got time to pay this motherfucker off, which if when I did the math the way how I did it in the way that I would have paid for it, knowing what I know I would have made a week net, I'm talking about subtracting net, what actually hit my bank account in my hands, net, and what in the way how I would have paid for it, took me 2 years to pay his ass off. And within 2 years, it should still be valuable mileage on that motherfucker before I still even have to think about doing something to the motor or anything like that. I would have been fine. I would have came out on top, right? But I'm thinking that's only me dealing with my insurance, quote unquote, like I was telling y'all, making it quick. And and to be honest with you, I just wasn't feeling it. Now in my head, would I still keep that plan? Hell yeah. My mama, hell yeah, I still keep that plan. But I wouldn't really just act on that for real. You know, I get it's much more of a comfortable truck and all that other type of shit, but bruh, y'all just don't know. It's certain shit I don't put on camera, bruh. I don't complain about that little girl ass type ass shit, man. Think about I was telling, you know, so I tell my partner, I was like, look, would I look like a grown ass man calling home, talking about, oh, I'm too hot, I can't do no work today. Oh, I'm too cold, I can't do no work today. You sound like a hoe. My mom, it's a bunch of shit. I keep my eye on the prize type shit, right? So we got past that. So I haven't heard nothing from dump truck insurance, but I've been in correspondence with mine. Mine was like, look, find somewhere to send it, and we're going to try to get it fixed. I said, okay, bet. Now we talking my language. So I'm trying to fix it as if I'm paying for it, so I didn't go over what they say is worth, and then they talking about total. You feel me? So that's when the idea of, let me send it to this stretch shop and just put a fucking cutoff on it real quick. Find me a damn cutoff from anywhere, long as it's got 355 rear ends. Only thing I was asking for was, give me the serial number of the truck to come off of, and the brand and shit, to where I could buy, you know, not speaking on inviting it, airbags, wheel seals, type shit like that, where I could easily get my parts for the shit, right? So check it. I'm thinking, just put a fucking cutoff on it. And the lady was like, I don't give a fuck, long as, you know, if that's how you want to fix it, that's what, you know, that's what we'll do. I'm like, okay, we gonna see it as a valuable option. So I found a shop, and I was like, look, bro, cut that shit off for me and weld that shit fast. I don't give a fuck. Line that shit up, man.
Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga.
You know what I'm talking about? But I felt, at first, we was in correspondence, but Buddy naturally fell out of communication. So I took that as a sign. I said, all right, that ain't what I need to do then. So I was like, well, where the fuck else I'm gonna take it? So I was calling around. I was trying to avoid the dealership. I'm keeping the book. But then I said, fuck it. Because the dealership was the only place that had body shop, alignments, frame, all that shit in one spot. Because I called a couple other places, but they was like, shit, we could do your axle housing and all that shit, but that body work on, we ain't fucking with it. Woo. So I said, yeah, we gonna have to take it to the dealership. And I was like, damn, bro, I hope they don't. I was just like, look, hey man, maybe that's just a part of the journey. If you done your complete due diligence, hey, maybe that's just a part of the journey. It makes sense to have them take it to the dealership. So throughout this whole time, my truck was still sitting up at the motherfucking tow yard. My shit was at the tow yard for about damn near, I'm gonna say at least 32 days. And they told me I had up to 45 before they start going through their process, wanting to, you know, take it from me type shit, right? So it gets sent up to the dealership damn near a month and a half later. So I'm thinking, shit, so I'm corresponding with the damn dealership. I done got a hold to the body shop and the regular shop. I'm sitting here corresponding with them. Hey, look, This is my unit number. This is an insurance job. Here is who you can call. This is my unit number. This is coming on with. Can I get this motherfucker dropped off? How long is it gonna take for y'all to put your hands on it and get a hold to it? Can we get this ball rolling? Ask all the important questions. They talking about yes, it's a go. And in the midst of, and here's another sign. I called my insurance. I had decided, fuck it. The dump truck people taking too long. I just want to go back to work, which I had. That's another lesson in itself. Sit your ass down somewhere. I'd have been with that dump truck shit too long. They ain't hitting me. These niggas might be on slime ball type of timing. I ain't having it. I'm gonna just use my shit. Fuck it. They talking about they gonna fix it. It's gonna give me the same result anyways. So I called them to get my shit up at the tow yard and over to the shop, and all of a sudden, my insurance lady fall out of communication too. Now all of a sudden she don't know what's going on. Now all of a sudden, I said, well, damn. We finna stand on business. And from that moment on, I have only dealt with the dump truck people, right? So I say, shortly after that, they get my shit up at the tow yard, sent over to the dealer, and it's been at the dealer ever since. Man, shit, I went from worried about it being totaled. No, I went from thinking this finna be a life-changing event to worrying about it being totaled to trying to get it fixed to coming up with an alternative game plan, etc., etc. That's where my head was at. So, type shit. Up to right now, me personally, I'm thinking this shit should be resolved within the next 2 weeks. I should have my shit back before Christmas. And one last thing, I've noticed you gotta have, which I don't watch too many people, but I know the people I do watch. You gotta have a good mix of cash and credit. Real talk. I know for a fact I've been on the cash shit, but you gotta have a good mix of cash and credit. And that I was against payments or anything, my personal life and with the trucking. But I had to come to understand I was in a situation where I might have needed it. And I was glad that if I needed it, I could have had it. So yeah, man, work on your credit, bro. Have a good mix of both. And just keep that credit shit in your pocket, just in case. You don't know what you might need to get into or qualify for. I seen that shit. And that shit made me realize, hey, now that I done broke the math down, that shit don't seem as bad as what I thought it was. That shit ain't, whoop the whoop. I was like, damn, bro, I never imagined I could have some new shit. So I took that. I'm going to keep it a buck, y'all. I took that newfound inspiration. I almost went bought a damn Scat Pack. My mama did. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to be okay. I'm my mama. But that made me realize, hey, bro, you can get you some new shit personally, too. Without it being to the tune of $45,000. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't going to make you no damn money. So. Yeah. Don't be surprised if you see the background change relatively soon next time I do y'all checking. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, it look like ain't nothing ever happened, Yeah. Yeah, y'all see we at the motherfucking Freightliner. picking up my boy, you know what I'm talking about? Today will make it back, what, damn near 100 days. Got in my truck. Have not had my truck. So, I get it back, everything looking good. Slight problem. Got a couple ear leaks I'm finna take care of. I know I'm finna have to repass inspection. Dealership had most of the shit I need, but that damn drain valve leaking, so I'm finna walk over to the motherfucking truck pro real quick. Give me a new drain valve, and then I done already en-routed the 2 other parts that I need that they didn't have on the way down to where I need to go for inspection. So, yeah, we gonna end the video when I get situated. Catch you.
Hour later.
I can't say this shit that made me feel some type of way on my mama. What the fuck? Damn.